Hello.
Hello. So, I've made a very good habit that I'm going to keep. So, as soon as I wake up first thing in the morning, first thing I do, toilet, obviously. Everybody really knows that. Second thing I do, walk in my office, I put my Lumi light on, and I do 10 minutes of reading every single day. So, that is a good habit I'm going to keep from prep. And I've got quite a lot of books that I need to get through. So, I've definitely been enjoying it, and it definitely sets me up in a positive mood. So, 10 minutes of reading for me. And then I fill a journal. I've got like a little to-do list, and then I scribble a little bit on my thoughts from the day before. And then I go downstairs, I weigh myself, I have my water, hydrate, and then crack on with my day. So that's pretty much how I start my day. And then I get some bits ready, so I'll show you what bits I do get ready on rest day. As every morning I do make a habit of like getting some bits ready for me and Meg, like distributing salt across the meals, getting like our cream of rice meals ready. As I like to soak our oats. I like to soak our oats and cream of rice. It just tastes better. So you'll get to see that, and you'll get to see how we go about our day. Well, I actually got Jay coming at 6 o'clock this morning as well, to do my physio, and then straight after sauna, ice bath, and then we'll crack on with our day. So yeah, let's go. Yes. The dog wants attention, the wife wants attention, everyone wants attention. So, my special secret to making cream of rice. Hazelnut cream of rice from JP, fantastic. That is that, and actually the white chocolate coconut is my favourite. But white chocolate coconut is my favourite, but we like to have some variety. So I'm treating Meg to a hazelnut one, and then what I generally do, it's better consistency, add an egg white in. That is a top secret that is absolutely amazing. An egg white has barely any calories in it as well, but the consistency it makes for cream of rice when you are still post-show and need a little bit more satiety.
Do you want the egg white box?
No, it's fine. When you need a little bit more satiety, it definitely works a treat. So an egg white is added into them, and trust me, it just binds it together, so it gives it more of like a stodgy consistency, which at the moment me and Meg are only 3 weeks, touching 3 weeks, 2 weeks, how many weeks? 2 weeks. So we are both 2 weeks post show, and as you can imagine, at 2 weeks post show, the hunger is still quite severe. So any little trick that'll keep us a little bit fuller will definitely do the job, just so we can sleep better and obviously not have to feel like we're still in prep. Whereas for me and Meg, she always explains that pretty tremendously, your post-contest period is an extension of your contest prep, and that could not be any further away from the truth. Because if you want to set yourself up for a successful off-season, you have to treat this phase with the same discipline and the same commitment as you would a contest prep. And that is something that I believe many people go wrong with, and that is when I believe most people actually ruin their off-season. They've built so many great habits throughout contest prep, and then all of a sudden contest prep is over, and then they stop. And thankfully I've got a wife that's been an athlete all her life, so the good habits that people often create in prep, these are the good habits that she actually has year round. So it makes the process a lot easier for us, because nothing really changes between contest prep and off-season for us, because the habits that are created firmly remain, which is obviously great. So for us, the road always continues. But second thing I actually do, I get all our cream of rice is ready. The food is actually ready in the fridge, which Meg will show you. And then I get my special scales, and I will weigh out our salt.
If someone's post show goes terribly wrong and they gain too much body weight too quickly, even from a mental perspective, the way that they apply themselves, it actually causes quite negative detriment, and you will gain weight from your posture setup.
You need to.
That's the purpose of it. You've gone.
Yeah, I'm here. Adding salt to your meals.
That's the purpose of it. But you always can tell if there's too much gain.
Oh yeah. So approximately 10% of your total body weight is a good ballpark figure to gain post-show within the first 4 to 5 weeks to get you back in a good healthy state, what people say. But again, this can be very individual where some people need more, some people need less. It's a conversation that I actually had with Meg the other day. It's like the past few days I gave her a high day on Wednesday and then she had more sushi on Thursday, and it's because she was still feeling a little bit too preppy and she needed her body weight to come up a little bit to start feeling a little bit more, I don't want to say normal, because we're not going to feel normal for a little while yet, but start to feel better. And I can see in herself, even since then, she is feeling a little bit better. So you have to go off biofeedback, and this is why it's super important that you do work with your coach post-show quite closely. This is why we always offer extra support to our athletes post-show. Post-show, most of our athletes, we manage them the same way we do in a contest prep, where they're still checking in quite frequently. And that's something both Meg and I do for our athletes, because it's needed post-show in order to keep a good, healthy mental state for them and have their post-show phase be as effective as possible. I think it's quite crucial for us to do that. Otherwise, things go peak-tone and things go down south, which is not what we want to do and not what we can afford to do. So, again, if you can manage to stay on point post-show, trust me, it'll pay off. It's going to set you up probably for the best off-season you ever have. If you can keep your insulin sensitivity nice and high and gain just the right amount of body fat to recover, I think that's key. And I think that is something that many people go wrong with. So back to our back tone. No, actually stopped. But every 5 days we have Jay come and do the business from R&R. Now you can actually book in at UltraFlex Rotherham. So Jay has expanded to UltraFlex Rotherham and Bradford. So you've got 2 clinics now, and you can get the right treatment for you. As any athlete, any bodybuilder, I feel like this is the most undervalued tool for your recovery, longevity, and injury prevention as well. So definitely something I stand by, and something you'll always see me do religiously every 5 days. So I'll get Jay to do this, and then I will jump in the sauna 15 minutes, and then straight in the ice bath, and then bath, and then crack on with the day, whatever the lady wants to do. One thing, like I said, I was talking earlier about creating habits, is rest days. I actually spend resting and doing some fun stuff rather than just working all day. So generally most of the work will be finished pretty much by like 10 AM now today, as we have had an early start, and then we can actually go and do something. I think today we've got to go Vision Express, we've got to go, what else have we got to do?
We were going to go to the cinema.
Yeah, Vision Express, cinema, and I need to bring my brother as well, because we're going to take the kids shopping as well. So yeah, probably do that as well. And then obviously when kids are taking shopping, then Meg's one of them, so yeah. Right. She didn't hear that, did she?
I don't think so.
If you heard it, comment below. Well, that was a bit of a fail, wasn't it? You didn't film meal 1.
Sorry.
But we'll film it because I'll be getting ready for tomorrow anyway. And meal 1 is pretty much the same as tomorrow's meal 2, minus there's no carbs, so we'll show it to people. What are you doing now? Having nails done?
Just having my nails done.
I'm gonna go in the sauna. You can film me when I'm in there.
You've got your little tripod.
Yeah, that's fine. Now you can come in and do it. About 10 minutes when I'm all sweaty. Yeah? Look at that. You have to show the finished product when it's done.
Hello.
Huh?
Huh?
Thrive.
Huh?
Thrive or thrive?
Thrive. Thrive.
Which is still thrive. I don't know what that means.
I'm filming you.
Hello? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Just making some posts. Hope you're all good, guys. So, we've got 15 minutes left here, and then it's time for my ice bath. So, I'm going to remove my top, remove my waist trainer in about 5 minutes, once I get a little bit more sweaty and warmed up. And then, yeah, then I'm going to get cold, and then I'm going to get in the bath. With this, I would say, you can't think, you need to just do it. If you think about it, talk yourself out of it. That's not an option. So, honestly, like, Meg knows what I'm like from a background. I'm not going to get into it too much because it's a little bit personal. I don't want to talk about it, but like, she can probably explain a little bit more. But with me, I need to keep certain habits and a certain routine to keep me mentally switched on. But not only mentally switched on, but at the same time, keep me in a mentally positive space. So I've got certain things that I need to do on given days, and these are little wins for me that make me feel so much better. And she can probably attest to this. I've been a much better person to be around since I've been implementing these daily little habits that I've managed to stay on top of, and they will definitely continue, because if they don't, I know that she would be the first person to tell me straight. So one thing I can tell you guys, if you set a structure and habits to a routine, as much as you need to be most importantly accountable to yourself, you need a person around you that you respect and that can really call you out on your bullshit. That's just a cooler turning on to cool it down. So you need someone that's going to call you out on your bullshit, and you need someone to keep you accountable as well, because there will be days where I'll probably not want to do certain things that I need to do, but these are the days where I know that Meg will definitely call me out on and be like, right, Kuba, you need to get this done, and that's that. Get it done and let's go. Let's enjoy our day. So yeah, the habits and routine has to be kept all the way through. Pardon?
Said most definitely.
Yeah, it's been a game changer for me, hasn't it? Because like, I've never had anyone instill discipline into me apart from my own self. So I think it was like 2017 or 2019 where I really started like being a lot more structured and disciplined with everything I do. And I think since 2019, that is when everything started to really thrive and get better. My bodybuilding, my business, my work, the gym, everything started to really improve. And my own self-development has as well, massively. So these are the things that I attribute a lot of my success towards, and these are the things that I prioritise above everything else, because that's what's going to keep driving me through and driving me forward as well. So I'll let Meg touch on other bits a little bit now as well. So I've got probably 3 more minutes left here, so I'll do a bit of an Instagram story and I'll get in the bath. So I've actually gotten our meals ready. So this was actually the meal 1 that Meg has eaten but not shown.
Minus the avocado.
Minus the avocado. And this was meal 1. Actually have meal 2. Now we've shown you actual meal 1, which is 200 grams of salmon and veggies. So reason for just protein and fats for meal 1 and 2 and rest day. 1, I believe it keeps a little bit more switched on and it keeps sensitivity a little bit better. So we kind of start our carbohydrate meals from meals 4 to 6. First 2 meals to kind of like get us ready for the day, keep us nice and hungry. And I think if anything from a digestive standpoint, it keeps your digestion pretty on point as well. And I feel I can focus always better with slightly less meals on rest days. So it does work, and that's just my preference, and Meg tends to like it as well. So we'll tuck into this. Meg actually stands here with her tights on, so you're not going to see that. She's just getting ready. And then we're going to crack on with the day. So when we have the day out, I generally get the food ready on the pan. So this is Meg's meal, I believe. This is mine. And then we have Meg's meal here again, and my meal. So we've got a little bit of this added with no added sugar ketchup. And this actually has got, I'm not sure if you can see that, if you focus, but anyway, it's got 18 calories per 100 gram. which is pretty much nothing, and it's actually pretty decent when it comes to the ingredients that it has. Doesn't really cause any issues with digestion, which is key. So definitely happy days. So we'll get these. I've got a couple more bits to get ready, a little bit of work to catch up on, and then it's time to jet off and enjoy the day. Bodybuilders love the fridges, so we're going to show you our fridge and see what it's stocked up with. So we've got all the fresh veg for the veg mix, all the veggies here as well. Spinach, lots of spinach always added to the veg mix. Fresh fruit, we love fresh fruit. Sugar-free 7-Up, the only sugar-free stuff that we'll have. We have a can with his meal 5 generally. Sugar-free yogurt, zero fat yogurt, sorry, not sugar-free. And meals ready for tomorrow as well. I generally get them ready so that we can just get them out of the fridge from the pan and be nice and efficient with our time whilst we work. So that is how the fridge is looking at the moment.
Ooh. What are you doing?
So we're having a coffee date. I've got almond milk, Meg's got oat milk from home with our own sweeteners, stevia sweeteners.
No sugars.
It's like, do you know what? I think they genuinely taste better than like stuff they do that's fancy. And it's got no calories.
I just don't like the sweetened version of them milks.
Yeah, they're not nice. But anyway, having a coffee date. I've got a bit of work to do. I'm pretty sure Meg has as well. So we'll probably just sit here, drink these, chat. Then we'll probably eat his next meal here once we've done work and had us coffees. And then we've got Vision Express. And we have cinema later on at 2:30. But I think first we need to go to Hall, Vision Express. I think Meg wants some earrings from Thomas Sabo, so we'll go there as we've got a gift voucher. Well, I do. So we've got a gift voucher, so we'll probably go there, have a little stroll around.
He can never choose which ones he wants to wear, so he wears 2 different pairs.
Yeah, so we'll have a little stroll around Middle Hall, see what we can find. And yeah, take you along on the ride. So we're not really doing well this day fully of eating, as Meg didn't actually film her food, but I actually filmed it for you guys before, so you've seen what she's going to eat. So anyway, meal 3 going down. This is the first carbohydrate meal. And what I always find is, when I eat protein, fats and just veggies, my appetite is just calm. It's fine. The second I start eating carbs, I'm like, ah. It's almost like my stomach rolls up. It's not a bad thing, but I think the biggest lesson that people can take away is protect your appetite for as long as possible, because I would rather be starving than get to a point where I'm retching over food. And Meg is very much the same. And not only that, but it's a lot more enjoyable to actually eat your food when you actually want to. So try and prolong this phase as long as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, so meal 4 going now. So we've got chicken with rice. I want to show you, and we are in the cinema. We're about to watch what we're watching.
The Woman King.
Woman King. So review will be done after we have finished. Meg, do you want to show your meal?
Movies are dreams.
We're rolling. Trying the new Performance ISO, the strawberry cheesecake. So a review is pending with our cream of rice.
Yeah.
So, Woman King, what a pick, what a pick. I was just literally saying to Meg, I did not expect that film to be as good as it actually was. And you know it's a good film, when I don't leave cinema, when I'm actually going hypo, when my blood sugars are going low. So, it was, from me, definitely a strong 10.
It was a good film.
Yeah, I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Give me Caesar. You'd have liked it.
So, definitely a great pick by Meg.
Don't normally choose either.
No, she doesn't. She's normally very indecisive. She normally doesn't know what she wants ever. So I'm actually very, very, very pleasantly surprised. Indeed.
What do you think? What do you think? Because I think I'm going to lean on you. See how it is.
Well done.
Thank you. Okay.
Right, my people, so this is how meal number 5 looks like. And the next meal is going to be an uber treat, because I'm going to show you how I make cream of rice, apple, cheesecake, filling, / crumble, whatever it is. So, very excited to show you that. But for now, I'm going to crack on and eat this because I am absolutely Hank Marvin. I actually went hypo twice in the cinema. As you can see, blood sugar is actually really low. So, time to eat and enjoy this, and then we'll show you the next meal. Take care for now. So let's just go through what we're going to have here. So, there's mixed oats in cream of rice, all done in microwave with dark chocolate. And then I let the dark chocolate just spread. Then I'm going to put yogurt in the middle. And then this is grated apple with cinnamon and some stevia sweetener. So this is how it's looking. Mine is actually cooking in the microwave. I'm also going to have 100 grams of yogurt with 20 grams of almond milk, no sugar. And then I'm going to have whey paste, as I fancy whey paste. Meg actually has whey in this with dark chocolate in there. So that's how it's going to get made. Then I'll show you what it looks like once it's made, and then once it's been in the freezer. So the yogurt actually goes on top like this, and as you can see the chocolate's actually melted, so it's all going to be covered. So you've got the first layer of dark chocolate, second layer is yogurt with a little bit of almond milk, and then her whey mixed in, and then
Custard.
Yeah, custard filling, apple pie filling actually goes on top. So it's pretty much what we do and how we do it. So and then you just spread across and then let it settle in the freezer for like 20 minutes.
We didn't use the creamy.
What?
We'll use it tomorrow.
The creamy for the ice cream?
Yeah.
We've actually bought an ice cream maker which we're going to use for our last meal. A Ninja creamy ice cream maker. So we'll see how that goes. So that is Meg's apple pie. She loves me like 10% more since I started making this before bed.
Why do you make it?
Why do I make it?
Yeah.
Because I took Meg to London. If you watch one of the episodes of the prep, I speak about it. So I've never actually planned anything for anyone like that. And I've planned 2 full days in London of meals out, activities, and just making sure that we spend some time together. Booked a really nice hotel, so she didn't really have to think of anything for 2 days straight.
It was nice.
She just literally turned up, and I didn't actually tell her where we was going and what we was doing, and she was just getting taken from place to place, and I think she really enjoyed it.
Loved it.
So that's something I will do more often, for sure.
And we went to Hawksmoor. And
Hawksmoor's amazing.
Cuba forgot to ask if I wanted a little bit of his apple crumbles, and I just mix it every night for me instead, which is amazing.
Yeah. So I do apologise. However,
I think the trip made up for it.
Yeah.
That's just me being selfish.
the trip was good. It was well needed, and I think that's something we'll probably do on a regular basis when we need some downtime, a couple of meals off. I think that's something we'll do, and to be honest, we did like 20,000 steps whilst we was there, so yeah, but it was amazing. Both had an amazing time. So very, very happy campers. Hotel was great, and I just think the whole experience was definitely very much worth it. And Meg's obviously been an athlete all her life. After a competitive season, they always just have downtime, and that's something I struggle with in past a lot. And I think having them 2 days mentally and physically has done us a world of good, because as much as we're both absolutely starving, we're not really even remotely concerned or bothered about a thing, because we've had a lot of like our time where we've spent some good quality time together and enjoyed some foods that we haven't for a long time, for like 4 months. So yeah, it was amazing. Definitely enjoyed it.
Making yours now.
Yeah, making mine now. I'll put mine in the big freezer, 'cause there's no room in the little freezer.
And then we'll show when they're all done and out the freezer.
Yeah, you can show them, you can wrap the video up.
Okay. So, I'm blurry. This is the end of the video. I don't know why I'm extra blurry. There we go. So, just about to finish the last meal that obviously you've just seen Cooper make. Pretty much 8 o'clock, bang on the dot. So, very much ready for a good sleep. Sleep's been a little bit rubbish since competition. I've actually probably felt a little bit worse since after my show than before my show. I think sometimes you try and forget about it and just move past it when you're competing, and then obviously when you go into off season and you're a little bit more relaxed, hits you like a ton of bricks. So hopefully have a good sleep and be back to feeling good over the next few days, hopefully. But yeah, good night, God bless, as my grandma would say. Please like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hope you enjoyed something a little bit different compared to just being in the gym. Let us know in the comments below if there's anything that you'd like to see.